are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Produk. You're now locked into the Life of Produk Podcast. This is episode 107, man. Shouts out to the new YouTube subscribers. If you haven't done it already, go to youtube.com/LifeOfProduk Podcast. That is PRODUK Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, man. Reshare it, download it, do whatever you want to do with it. Shouts out to the streamers. Shouts out to everybody that has been on the show thus far. It's lit over here. Shouts out to J.No Truth, Christopher Corrado, John Bernard from Bare Knuckle Boxing. He has a fight on the 21st. Shouts out to them guys. Good luck. Episode 107, man. I got Celebrity Chef Stanford in the building.
What's up,
he did not come empty-handed.
That's right. That's
no shade to nobody that's come through to the show. I appreciate
right.
y'all. But listen, man, he let me know he's about that life.
Absolutely.
What do we have on the table today?
Man,
what is
on
this?
the table today, we got chili, but it's a different kind of chili.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people like to do the ground beef.
Yeah.
I don't do that, man.
Uh-huh.
I bring it with the lamb.
Yo, my pops is going to see that and he's going to hate.
Uh-oh.
He's going to hate heavy, man.
I got you, Pops. Don't worry.
Yo, listen, man, thank you for coming to the show, man.
Absolutely.
We got some stuff to talk about today, brother.
Okay, let's do it.
you came suited up, so I see you about that life.
Absolutely.
I see you about that life.
Yeah, man.
Listen, a lot of us black men could cook.
Right.
We don't get enough credit in the kitchen.
Exactly.
And like, I don't know about you, but I started in the kitchen watching my moms, watching my aunts, watching my grandmother. Where did the journey begin?
Actually, man, same as yours.
Okay.
Watching my grandmother, you know.
Yeah.
I remember sitting on that end of the counter watching her do her thing. And she had arthritis so bad. So she would pick up her spices like this.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't release like everybody else because arthritis was so bad. She would release one finger at a time.
That's interesting.
Then I called on her what she was doing. She was measuring.
Wow.
So
okay.
when she picked this up, when she got through releasing this finger here and that finger, what was left, she put it to the side.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, man. It was a technique that she picked up.
That's incredible.
And, you know, I don't have arthritis, but because I saw her doing it, I kept it. You know what I mean? And it worked.
Shouts out to grandma.
Shouts out to her, man. We miss her dearly, man. Bessie Barnett, I tell you, man, she was the mother of the neighborhood, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah.
You know what? I think stuff like that's like schooling you can't buy.
Absolutely.
You can't purchase that. Ain't no scholarship covering that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's special for a lot of us. A lot of us, we take, as black people in general, we take simplicity and we make gold out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So what point did you say, you know what? I think I got a knack for this.
You know what? Actually, it started, I've been cooking all my life.
Yeah.
You know, but what happened is that I got off work one night late and I was tired.
Yeah.
But I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
So I went to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I cooked the dish.
Mm-hmm.
When I got through cooking, I'm like, wow, that looked pretty good.
Yeah.
So I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I posted about 4:35 a.m. My time.
Mm-hmm.
But a friend chimed in at 3:35 her time. You know? Shout out to Monica Butler. You know.
Shouts out to Monica.
Yeah, man. She's doing her thing.
Word.
But yeah, she's like, yo, bro. She says, what are you doing? Are you cooking now? I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
She said, so what's the name of your show? And I've always been a quick thinker. I said, oh, the name of my show is Cooking with Stanford. A plate of one, dinner for two,
I like
date
that.
night. She said, what? She said, so what's your tag? I said, well, I'm bringing the romance back into a relationship by way of the kitchen. She said, yo, bro, I can't touch you since I'm gone, you know. But, you know, we hung up, and then little did I know, she started passing that picture around the internet.
Yeah.
A few hours later, the phone started ringing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where it came from, you know.
That's so cool, man.
Absolutely.
And internet is like one of the best tools that we got right now.
Yeah, man.
It's one of the best tools ever.
Internet.
You know what, too? I'm a firm believer you still got to get out there and hit the pavement.
Absolutely.
But you can't just go to London. You just can't up and go to Egypt. You can't do that.
Right.
Now they got access to everything you're doing.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
I figure if President Obama could win the election using social media, I'm
yeah.
gonna drive hard in it.
We never saw nothing like that before, man. That was a first for a lot of us. You know what I mean? No matter what people's opinion was for me, but that reiterated hope in me. Because I never liked politics.
Right.
I supported more local politicians because I
Right.
seen them do a lot for my neighborhood growing up.
Gotcha.
But when I saw President Obama win, I was like, you know what, we can all win.
Absolutely.
We can all win,
In our
man.
own little areas, in our neighborhoods, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You got to conquer your neighborhood before you conquer the world.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, if you can't win your neighborhood, the world ain't messing with you.
They don't receive you, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Cancel it, you know.
Unless you out there lying to the world. I don't know. That's another story,
Right.
man. So we have chili with lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a sweet bread.
A sweet bread, absolutely.
This is a sweet bread.
Man,
I'm about to dig into this real quick, brother.
I don't want you to eat alone, bro.
You know what?
Check that out.
I got a big appetite,
Okay,
bro.
here we go.
Yo, man.
What? Wendy's soup? Wendy's soup?
Wendy's ain't got nothing on this bed. Keep your dollar chili.
Listen, jump that sweet bread, man.
Listen, brother.
You got to.
We rocking out.
Talk to me.
I got nothing to say, bro.
Nothing to say.
I got nothing to say, bro. This is good.
Appreciate
this
that,
is
man.
good.
Absolutely. Appreciate that.
You showed up today, guys.
And showed out.
Yes, you did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you did. I don't want to ask you what your ingredients are because I don't want nobody style jacking.
Right.
We ain't gonna do that. What's your go-to dish?
My go-to, I'll have to say it's gonna be my lamb chops.
Okay.
And also a rack of lamb. Okay. To create a crown roast. You know? Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Absolutely.
You know what? I tell people all the time. I grew up cooking. One of my favorite dishes to make is potato salad. It's one of my favorite. Like I love making soul food. Like I'm well rounded being from New York because we have Japanese restaurants, Chinese restaurants, African restaurants, everything.
Caribbean. That's right.
Caribbean. Yeah, man. Listen, I'll kill some jerk chicken right now.
Come on now. Come on.
That's what I do, brother. But I guess because even though I was born in New York, my mother's family, my father's family, my pop's family is from North Carolina.
Gotcha.
My mother's family is from South Carolina. So the soul food thing was in me. That was like my go-to thing. As far as a soul food dish, right? If you had to go into a competition right now, what are you beating the competition with?
In the competition? Wow. Man, I'm going to have to say those braised ribs, man. Yeah. Those braised ribs, I'll get them in the head with them. Absolutely.
Yeah, listen, you bringing that uncle energy with the ribs, right? I see you, my guy. Man, I see you, man.
I get them in the head with that, man. The braised ribs along with the with the curry sauce on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
I think that's dope. Growing up, just like most black families, we going to the cookouts, you going to the barbecues. The ribs was like, your ribs had to be good.
Exactly.
You couldn't come there and be like, I'm going to bring the ribs and make the ribs, and it was bad. Because I didn't seen that happen before, and that man wasn't let back on the grill next summer. They was like, nah. It was like, it ain't happening. I had an uncle, right? Shout out to my uncle in town. Uncle's a funny guy, right? My uncle brought his ex-girlfriend with him, and she brought nothing. I can tell the story now because I'm grown now. You know what I'm saying? She brought nothing, and she tried to take a whole rack of ribs. My pops was killing the grill, right? They used to call my pops Gus back. And first of all, my pops didn't have like 8 nicknames, depending on what state he had at the time. I don't know what he was doing in his younger life, you know what I'm saying? But they used to call him Gus. Now, if your nickname is Gus, you gotta be nice on the grill. Exactly. You gotta be. He was chefing it up. Okay. Racks of ribs. So my uncle had a girlfriend named Gretchen. This is how long ago. They don't make Gretchens no more, you know what I'm saying? Try to take a whole rack of ribs. My pops was like,
Exactly.
Like,
you can't be grabbing the ribs.
And she tried to be slick with it too, Stanford. She tried to like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We was like, what she doing, man? But yeah, see, I think it's stuff like that, man. I think those type of stories and energies actually makes the food better.
Right.
You kind of like, from what I've learned, and I was speaking to an older lady like this, she was like, you gotta like cherish your food. You gotta love it. You know what I mean? It's like growing a flower.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
You know what? You got to put in that time.
Yeah.
You got to put in that time. You got to find out what works for you. And once you find that out, you hone it, man. You hone it. You know, you don't break away from it.
Yeah.
Just because it's working now.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Make it work even more until can't nobody touch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Have you ever done like any experimenting with like trying to make your own like taste with like spices and things like
Absolutely. Shout out to Chef Vaughn, which is a very big chef out in the St. Louis area.
I heard they get down in St. Louis, man. I got to get out there, man.
Let me tell you, I was a little scared to introduce it. It was my barbecue sauce. Yeah, man. He saw my barbecue sauce on one of the post office, man. He said, yo, man, what you doing with that?
Yeah.
You know, so I got a little scared because I know how they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said, yo, I'm bottling this up, man. He says, he said, you got any ideas on it? I said, no. He said, say no more. Shot everything I needed to me, man. You know what I mean?
Dope. Oh, man.
3 months later, the barbecue sauce, the original sweet and tangy barbecue sauce was bottled.
Yeah.
Hitting the shelves.
Really?
December this year.
I'm getting one.
Absolutely.
I'm getting one. I want to try that.
I'm bringing it to you.
You're going to bring
I'm bringing it to
you. My man.
That along with the balsamic vinaigrette salad dressing.
Okay, and I'm a balsamic guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Ranch is cool, but as I gotten older, I've been doing more balsamic, Italian.
Right.
Things like that, more vinaigrettes and things like that. Listen, man. Baby Ray who? Listen.
Baby Ray what?
we about to put our foot on the comp. It's about to be like when Snoop was kicking over the buildings back in the 90s.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Congratulations to you.
I appreciate it.
And I know it wasn't an easy road, but like, no road travel easy is worth it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure we're gonna come right back on the second part of the show. Shouts out to Anchor FM, which is now Spotify for podcasters, man. He's been doing right by the kid. We will be right back with the Life of Produk Podcast. Gia, what up, man? It's the boy Produk. We're now back with the Life of Produk Podcast. A lot of you guys had hit me up if you need advertising. If you need interviews or sponsorships, it is lifeofproduct@gmail.com or Korporate.Ent@gmail.com. That is corporate with the K. All ad spots are 50% off now. We are extending that. Gia, we are back with the show. This is episode 107, man. Shouts out to Celebrity Stanford. He came through, man. Listen, a lot of people were wondering, right, on the celebrity side of things. I know you've been chefing it up, man.
Right.
Tell me some celebrities you've been cooking it up.
Oh, man, I did the, I did the Legacy Tour with New Edition, Bobby
Wow.
Brown.
Man.
All of those cats, yeah.
I know you had a great time.
It was beautiful.
Great time
man.
doing that.
Beautiful. They
That's
kept
great.
me busy all night.
Yeah, I believe it.
Shout out to my boy Jay Styles that put me on there. Much love, Jay. Absolutely.
That's great, man. I met Bobby Brown a few years ago. He's a really cool dude, man.
Oh yeah.
Really humble dude, man.
You know what? A lot of people think that the Bobby Brown, what they hear about, is what you're gonna get.
I didn't see none of that.
No, man. He's all laid back, man.
I didn't see none of that.
He's
I was
very humble.
Yeah, I was at the airport with my mom's, and we was walking through Arrivals, and he was there, and chopped it up with him and his manager for a minute. I was a big Bobby Brown fan growing up.
Exactly.
Man. I was the younger sibling, right? I came. My parents was having fun. I came later. I don't know if I was supposed to be here, but I came later on. So I had my sister was 11 years older than me. My brother was 8 years older than me. So it was one of them things where if they went somewhere, they had to take me. Right. So the first concert at the Garden I went to was a Bobby Brown concert, and I was hyped to go. Mind you, I waited 2 hours for this man to come on stage because he had all these people opening for him. Me being a young kid, 20 minutes into the performance, I fall asleep.
Oh,
I wake up at home, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
You
know what I'm saying?
Did I go?
Yeah, so was that your first tour you got to go on?
No, man. As a matter of fact, I did the Straight Joke, No Chase. It was Cedric Entertainment.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hughley, yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man.
The Shirley Caesar, the Dorothy Norwood.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Tiger Graham of Silk, Oh,
wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Reach your way back.
That's great, man.
Absolutely.
So you on a tour bus and everything with them.
Absolutely.
So it's you kind of like an artist, kind of
That's
it's
it,
like you on tour too, man.
Yeah, man.
How hard is it cooking on demand on tour?
Actually, it's not, man, because before the tour starts rolling, I issue them a menu.
Yeah.
They check it. They check what they want. They check what they don't want. I piece it together.
Yeah.
We make it happen.
I think that's great. So
Absolutely.
it's more like the organization of it is what makes it easier.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, because you can't just did you ever get like any demands like, nah, I don't want that. It's like 3 in the morning, I want this.
You know what? I'm not going to speak on it.
Okay, yeah, because I had a feeling that happened.
Yeah. It happens all the time, man.
Because celebrities are a little, not crazy, but they're a little sporadic.
No, they're crazy.
Okay, so I can say, they're a little crazy.
Absolutely.
What was Shirley Caesar like, man? Because she's like Black America's auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, man.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
When she walked on the set and I was like,
wow.
You know what I mean? So much history there. You know what I mean? The legacy, that she is, and that she's already leading, But
that's cool, man.
She's so laid back.
I bet she is.
So laid back and humble and silly.
Is she really?
Oh, man, she is silly, man. But she good people, though. Shout out to Shirley Caesar. I know I still owe you that meal we talked about. Listen, when I get up to Raleigh, I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about that.
She looked like one of the aunties you walk in the room, like, I heard you got in trouble today.
Oh, yeah. She's like, you're not going to ask me what I like to fix, But, yeah, she's good people, man.
That's great, man. So,
man.
How many cities would you with the tour with Cedric? How many cities did they do?
I did 4 with those. I just
that's
four of them.
great.
I came off the road and jumped back on with the legacy tour and did 6 more with those.
Yeah. Any more coming up soon?
Oh man, listen, I got right now. Of course, you already know.
Yeah.
I'm coming off September 23rd of last month.
Yeah.
I'm coming off of the premiere for my cooking show. So
that's right. Yeah.
Right. So right now we're mapping out. I got a 6-weekend tour.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Shout outs to Lawrence Floyd. He's my producer in New York.
Yeah.
He's hooking me up on that. We're going to kick it off in New York. So
that's dope.
When I get there, if you're uptown.
Yeah. I might be. I was actually supposed to go back this month, and I saw that flood, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. So
I can't swim, you know what I'm saying? It scared. Natural disasters scared me, brother. I stay away from it.
You can't control it.
Nah, what am I going to do? You know
how we are as men, we like to be in control.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So, but you know what? If I am up there, if you let me know the dates, I'll pop up. Because I got some business I got to do in New York anyway, and I've been putting it off. I need to get back home.
Gotcha.
I've been homesick, bro.
It's nothing like New York. Man.
It's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
You know what? Now that I moved and I'm here now, I love going back, but I'll be ready to leave.
Right. You know what? I don't ever get that, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I get there, I make 2 stops.
Yeah.
I go to Gray's Papaya, get my hot dog.
Yeah, there you go.
I hit that First Park bench when I get there. Then I'm done. Anything past that, I'm good.
You know what? I went back 2 years ago. I went for Halloween weekend.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I party hard. I got there on a Saturday. I didn't go to sleep till Monday morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was a good weekend. I'm not doing that this year though. I ain't doing that this year. This year I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying?
What's your drink?
What's my drink?
Yeah.
I'm a vodka kind of guy.
Come on, man. Listen, my national sponsor is Port's Vodka.
Really? Port's Vodka need to holler at me.
Listen, we'll do that. We'll bring them through.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm a vodka guy, man.
Hey,
I put the brown liquor down a long time ago.
Yeah,
I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I seen bad things happen. You know what I'm saying? We'll go there. Oh, yeah, man. It's crazy stories, man. So with the Legacy tour happening, and then the other tour happening, and now you have your own cooking show,
right?
Coming on. Who made the phone call? Let's get this done.
You know what? Actually, it was a collaboration between myself, Lawrence Floyd, and Maurice, a couple other big producers out in Chicago, Philadelphia, Detroit.
Shouts out to Chi-Town.
Absolutely.
Chi-Town been checking into the show, man. Shouts out to them, man.
That's what's up.
For real. My fault, I didn't mean to cut you off, but shouts out to them.
Absolutely. So, we all came to the round table and we said, hey, this is what we got. Let's make it happen. Yeah.
So you guys said, okay, we got this product. Let's wrap it up, sell it. Let's do that, man.
Right.
What challenges did you guys run into with getting that? Because it's not easy getting a show off the ground.
You know what?
It can take if you guys got it off the ground in a good amount of time, you're blessed.
Right.
Because it's hard. It's not easy.
You know what? The biggest challenge, and I have to say, fall back on me.
Yeah. Okay.
Sickness.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. April 16th of this year, I had a heart attack.
Oh, wow. Thank God you're here.
The weekend afterwards, I'm back out on tour, man.
So you was like, no, I'm good.
Absolutely.
Keep it going.
Absolutely. Yeah,
that's incredible.
Shout out.
That's we never know what challenges we're gonna face.
Absolutely.
We never know. But when there's like a higher power and there's a meaning for you to be here, you're gonna be here.
Right.
And they're gonna take you out. Yeah, right. It might hurt.
Oh, it's hurting.
You got to deal with some pain.
Right.
But so you didn't let that discourage you?
Absolutely not, because I knew what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My producer, again, I keep saying Lawrence Floyd, the guy's awesome. He'll tell everybody in a heartbeat, man, that's Stanford. That is the hardest work to do I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. They say Kevin Hart is. Kevin, I'm coming for you, man. I'm telling you. We got to work, bro. I'm telling you.
Kevin, what up, man? What up, Philly?
What up, Kev? Exactly. But yeah, man, like I said, I believe in working, man. Yeah. I get off. I do security at night. When I get home at 12 o'clock at night,
you work. You still working?
I go to the kitchen.
Yeah. You know what? I saw something and it's not verbatim, but it said, don't spend 8 hours working for somebody and then spend no time after that working on your dreams.
Yourself, exactly.
Exactly, man. You have to do that. But so many people, I've seen people work doubles. They get home, they're tired. They have no ambition, or they might be okay physically, but they don't have no more mental space to do nothing. How hard is it to say, all right, I just clocked out. Let me go clock back in.
Man, let me tell you, I wanted this thing so bad. I was working 8 hours at the VA during the week. Yeah. At night, 9 and 10 hours doing security. On the weekend, I'm driving the airport shuttle. On top of still chefing and private cooking. Man, listen, I knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? And it took that. It took all that to get to where I'm at now.
And I respect that. Once you know what you want, you got tunnel vision.
Yes, sir.
And people think tunnel vision is a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing, because if you use tunnel vision correctly, you'll see where you're trying to go. Everything around you blurs out. Right. Now you ain't got no distractions. Right. You know what I'm saying?
A good friend of mine told me, he said, Chef, check this out, man. It's happening. Let it go. It's happening.
Yeah, that's the best advice someone can give you, man.
He said, you don't have to control it now. Yeah. He said, I saw what happened the night of the premiere. Even the theater. Yeah. It was a sellout. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the Independent Theater here in Charlotte, sellout, standing room only. Yeah. Beautiful. Had awesome staff, team, everybody pulled together. 3 years went into 3.5 hours. Wow. And it happened.
And that was a premiere for your show.
Exactly.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Man. So you guys had a good turnout and everything.
Oh, man, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Man, that's crazy. Man. At what point did it hit you like, yo, we did that?
You know what? I think when I got back to the hotel room, and I was just sitting there just thinking, I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
I don't have to get up tomorrow morning to do this because we did it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it was late that night. I sat there, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a man about mine. Yeah. I cried because it was every bit worth it.
But you had every right to, though, man. Absolutely. You had every right to. I think as men, me growing up, I had a problem with crying.
Oh, man.
And I had to understand it at a certain point. Like my pops used to try to teach me when I was young, it's okay to cry. Absolutely. I still didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. I grew up in Crown Heights. So it was like, nah, I couldn't I couldn't do that.
Right.
As I got older and I became a father, I had to teach my sons, yo, it's okay to cry. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Like it's all right. Like you might end up worse not crying and not letting it out. Now you got all this energy built up in you, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell people that, but hold that thought. Life of Produk, I got Celebrity Stanford on the show. This is episode 107. We will be right back with the third segment. Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Produk. We're now back with the Life of Produk Podcast. This is episode 107, man. Like I said, shouts out to everybody that's been coming on the show, that's been calling in. Playboy Butter from Brooklyn artist, also a boxer, called in for episode 106. We knocked out a nice Nice interview, man. Shouts out to him. 107 today, Celebrity Stanford on the show, man.
What's up, man?
You got your own water, dog.
Yeah, man.
What is this guy not selling?
Listen,
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, I said, in and out of my presence, I want people to know that I'm around. You know what I mean? So I got a street team. You know, if I'm not at this event, my street team is out there. They hit them off. You know,
they got to be doing it.
They got to be doing it. You know.
Yeah, and what's the response been like? Do people recognize you now? When they
absolutely. You know, it's a beautiful thing, especially after the premiere, man. You know, I'm getting hit up from family members, you know, friends and all the things like that, especially in the community, you know. So I'm very conscious.
You ever get any weird requests from people? Man. I can just imagine, man, because people recognize me now. Like I coined myself the inspiration dealer, right?
Right.
And the weirdest thing happened to me, like I was in like a Walmart parking lot. I went to Walmart like 9:30 at night. I'm like, let me go at night because there's not gonna be nobody in there.
Right.
Lady stops me in the parking lot and like wanted like a whole conversation and advice from me. And I was like, so I can imagine like stuff like that happens to you. Like people get like kind of too familiar, right?
The weirdest one is I had one lady. She's like, she said, I understand you do private settings too. I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
She said, what about intimate settings? I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
She said, what about for me? I said, I can't do it. You know, you not going to trap me at the house and say Celebrity Chef Stanford did this, that, and the third.
Oh, nah, don't do it, brother. Don't do it, brother.
No, man.
It ain't worth it, man.
Worth
you
man.
jeopardizing your reputation.
Man.
And it ain't, it's not the way to go, my guy.
Man, I'm not going out
Don't
like
do
that.
it. You're a smart guy. Because most guys were okay and they jumped on it, man.
No, man.
But you know, I think discipline is like one of the key factors into everything that you're doing. Like, and how, in your opinion, how important is it for men in general? A man with not to cut you off, my bad.
Go ahead.
A man with power. What you're doing, you're a man with power. People might not realize it, but you have this presence about you that's powerful. A man with power. How important is it to be disciplined enough to know when to say no and shut stuff down?
Oh, that's very important. Man. Because like I said, you can mess around and catch yourself in a situation that you cannot get out of.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, my mom used to say, trouble is so easy to get into, but hard to get out.
It is.
You know, and that's true. That's very true. Especially in today's world.
Yeah,
you know
man. I think it's worse nowadays, man.
It is, man.
Yeah, and there's like a different set of pressure with these kids in social media now.
Absolutely.
There was a situation that happened up in Hickory like a year ago. 4 12-year-olds went to go jump a 16-year-old.
Wow.
And they was on Snapchat. They was on Instagram Live with it. The moms was calling the cops.
Right.
And one of them flashed a gun. 16-year-old. All right, you got a gun, I got a gun too. Pop the kid.
Right.
Put the kid in the hospital. I don't even know if the kid lived, but it was all over the news. But it's situations like that.
Yeah.
See, we like my generation, your generation, we didn't go through that growing up. It was real, but you didn't have to worry about the social media
But you know what? You know what the difference is, man? We had older men.
We did.
Tapping us on the shoulder.
We did.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You know what I mean? And I remember an episode where I just got my driver's license, you know, went to the car lot, you know, credit was what it was because I'm 16.
Yeah.
And I had this older black car salesman. He's like, yo, you want a car? I said, yeah. He pulled me in an office. We just sat there for a minute in silence. Never said a word. I'm like, we're going to test drive the car?
Yeah.
He's like, let me tell you something, young man. He said 3 things that's killing our young black men. Wants, needs, and desire. You want that car, but do you need it simply because your heart desires?
He blessed you with a life lesson.
But let me flip it. That goes the same way for a woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Same way for a woman, man. Yeah. So you got to be careful, man. Absolutely.
You really have to be careful, man. Yeah. And I seen guys have it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
And mess it up.
And lose it.
I seen a guy, I knew a dude who had signed he signed it. We were cool. We were from different sides of town. We used to work together, but we were cool though. And there was a record label. I don't want to say we're a record label, but it was coming up. And they were signing artists.
Right.
And he was going back and forth between New York and Florida. They signed his group that he was managing. It was pretty much his cousins. And I support that. Keep it in the family.
Absolutely.
They signed his cousins. He was managing his cousins. He was coming to work with the Platinum Chains. Coming to work with a Platinum Chain is wild, first of all. Coming to work with the Platinum Chains. And we would have several conversations about a lot of stuff.
Gotcha.
He was wilding, doing a lot of stuff. He started using drugs, man. I didn't see this dude for like about 5 years. And I seen him after the record deal, after the money, Platinum Chain, working back at the airport. And he was looking bad.
Yeah,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? All I did was hug him. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you can do.
And that's a fall from grace I don't never want to hit.
Let me tell you, man, I'm so scared of being in circles that I know for a fact don't mean me no good.
Yeah.
I don't care how good the energy is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because all energy is not good.
It's not. It's really not.
You know, so if it don't feel right for me going in, I'm saying no.
And a lot of people know how to mask it. And the thing is too, if you don't have like real upbringing, you'll fall for it. You won't see it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, they're parasites. So they see you doing your thing, they want to gravitate towards it. They're bloodsuckers. They want to vampire off that.
Crab in the bucket.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there you go.
There you go.
But you seem that you got like a really good foundation behind
Absolutely.
you, man.
I got good people around me, man. I got people standing back just making sure that, one, I keep it straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about it is that they call me out on it. And I welcome that.
Yes, you have to, man. You have to, man. You can't have yes men around you.
Absolutely.
Yes men are toxic.
Oh, man,
they didn't put that check.
MC Hammer.
There you go.
That's
the MC Hammer story is one of the greatest stories in history.
Yeah.
Because if you look at what happened to him and how he came back with it, that's a blessing.
Yeah,
I'm all for being a hustler, but blessings is bigger than hustle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Bigger than that.
Yeah, that hustle's temporary.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shouts out to MC Hammer, man.
Absolutely.
I hope Hammer could come on here one day. I got a lot of stuff I want to ask that, bro.
Right.
Respectfully, though.
Well, let me tell you this here, though, man.
You know what I'm saying?
My show, Cooking with Celebrity Chef Stanford, is actually geared towards men.
That's good. That's good.
And reason being,
yeah,
I'm helping men cater back to their significant other or their wives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've gotten out of that practice, man. You know
we
what I mean?
have.
I mean,
we have,
you've had
man.
a long day. She's had a hard day.
Yeah.
Step outside of what you're doing. You know what I mean? And show her, hey, I care about you. You know, but you can cater to her.
Yeah.
And it's not just the kitchen.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Give her a back rub. Give her a bubble bath.
There you go.
Give her a foot rub, you know?
It's about the energy of it, man.
Absolutely.
And I think that we've lost that. We've lost that in not even just the Black communities, in the communities in general. We've lost like because everybody's on the go now.
Absolutely.
Everybody's moving. So relationships don't last no more.
They don't, man.
Because it's like if you and your girl break up today, all you gotta do is go to your DMs. Who's next in line?
Exactly. Who's been hitting me up the hardest?
Right.
You know? Yeah,
who's good for the night? You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Even with that, you got to be careful.
You do.
Them snakes, man.
Yeah, snakes, man. And then that type of energy too is kind of like people are searching for something right now.
Right.
And what you're searching for is not that, but it looks good.
Right.
It looks really good, man. You ever save the relationship with the cooking and everything? I know you didn't save the couple, man. You might not be able to think on the top, but you probably did. You probably did.
I've had one lady actually called me up again. She said, Chef, thank you. She said, because what you taught us in that class, because I do private classes.
Okay.
She says, what you taught us in that class, you taught us to pay attention to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Body energy, body language, man. That goes a long ways. Man.
It does.
So with that, she was able to pick up, and he was able to pick up, and so they brought it back together.
That's
man.
cool,
so
man.
I'm so thankful, man.
You don't see a lot of couples cook together no more.
No, man.
That's something you don't really, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you cooking tonight? Let's order. Let's DoorDash something. Let's Uber eat something.
No, I don't want nothing instant, man. I want that time. You know what I mean? I want that intimate. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like nowadays, when you cook your own, I was always cooking, but then when the pandemic happened, it was full on. I didn't eat takeout till like almost the end of the year.
Wow.
When the pandemic happened, that's how nervous I was, right? But I think it brings more appreciation to the meal that you have.
Right.
Whenever you cook your own food, you know what I'm saying? It's like a love that you just put into it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a lot of people don't. It's sexy, man. You know, it's like I've had quite a few friends tell me here lately, say, man, you bringing sexy back, but it's in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So absolutely.
Quote Timberlake out. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
That's what we doing, brother.
Yeah,
before we wrap the show, man.
Yes, sir.
Is there any advice if somebody's an upcoming chef right now and they don't know where to start? What advice would you give them?
Oh man, what I would say is just hit me up.
There you go.
Hit me up. You know, listen,
Sell it.
I will sit and I will talk to you as much as you want. You know, you can hit me up on Instagram at Celebrity Chef Stanford. Hit me up. Listen, we could talk. We could chop it up.
Yeah.
But most importantly, you decide if that's what you really want.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing.
It's not.
It's not easy. And it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I could just imagine.
Yeah, man.
I could just imagine, man.
Like I said, I was working 3 jobs. One of the jobs was just to buy the food to present while I'm cooking.
And food is expensive nowadays, man. It's since the pandemic, it's through the roof, man.
Absolutely.
I bought a pack of chicken wings a month ago. It was like almost $20.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
It is. It is, man.
How you going to have a shortage of chicken wings? You know, how do you chicken bone without wings? What's up, man?
Come on, man. Y'all was all eating crab legs and y'all went back to chicken wings.
Exactly.
Go back to the crab legs and leave the chicken wings alone. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Thank you so much for coming through to the show, man. I appreciate you. He came through with it.
Absolutely.
He came through with it. We about to rock out the Life of Produk Podcast. It's your boy Produk, episode 107 with Celebrity Chef Stanford. I'm out, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.